So this is where we first see that Angel is dilating. She then starts to show that she's a little bit uncomfortable. So she continues getting up and down, moving around for some time. Approximately 10 minutes, she's a little bit uncomfortable. You can see that things are happening, but I'm not going to show you all of this process because otherwise you'll be watching her standing up, sitting down for approximately 10 minutes. So here we are, she's just had a little bit of a break and moving around to get a little bit more comfortable, and then all of a sudden one of the contractions. They're not actually hooves, they're clove-footed, but you can see there just to the right when she pushed there's a little face coming through. So now we're in full second stage labour where the cria is actually being born. She is a maiden, so she hasn't had a cria before. So like us, everything takes that little bit longer. There we go. So through this next part, she just continues to contract and continues to try and push the cria out. This takes a little bit of time. She has a bit of a lunch break in between, and I've just sped it up because although it only took 40 minutes from start to finish, which was, you know, a really good time for her for being a maiden, it was still too long to just leave it as is. So I've sped this up, and then I'll slow it down when we get to particular parts. So here the rest of the head comes out. And now she takes a bit of a rest. I'm just making sure that the membranes aren't stopping the cria from breathing. See, the cria is moving around, but she's having a little bit of a rest, and I don't blame her. I'd be doing the same thing, I think. Also, at the same time that she's having a rest, any mucus that's built up around the cria's throat or anything, the gravity will be allowing that to just fall out of its mouth. This contraction, the rest of the body starts to emerge, very long neck, and out it comes. Now usually when they're born, they've got a little bit more about them than this cria. This cria wasn't very well. Right from the beginning it didn't really move much. I needed a lot of support. Needed to have plasma, needed to have antibiotics as well as painkillers. As I got it to the vets, have sepsis, therefore that's why the antibiotics were needed. However, they do seem to be working. We are now a week post birth or post unpacking, and he's still with us. Mum is feeding him now. Initially he couldn't stand on his own. He was incredibly poorly, but now he can stand on his own. He still has a bad leg, but he can feed from Mum. He asks to be fed. She goes and encourages him to be fed, and thankfully he has put weight on. Initially he lost weight. He was 5.6 kilos to begin with, and then went down to 5.1 and is now back up a week later to 5.35. So he'll reach his birth weight very soon, and I'm sure that he will go on to be big and strong. It's just that it is still touch and go, and we still have to work really hard to make sure that his temperature and he is kept well, but that's all we can do. It's down to him to fight, which he seems to be doing, so that's good. That's it from me for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I will be updating pictures, information about the cria, who's called Pluto, on social media, whether it be on YouTube with shorts or another full one. Probably not, probably just shorts, and on Instagram and Facebook. So feel free to follow me on those as well. If you could give me a like or a follow, and if you want to be notified when there's new content, then press that bell. I do content on the livestock, I do it on the gardening, and also I do an all-round small holding tour every now and then. So feel free to drop in and out of whatever it is that you like. Take care for now, look after yourselves, and hopefully see you soon.